Yeah, no, and they wanna like, oh, you know what? We're live again. Okay. Sorry, people. Blame it on Mother Nature. Shit. I don't know. The wind
We were
just
talking about the Emerson Kennedy and Jada Nightwing battle.
okay. You know what? Before we start, so Hangouts is supposed to be leaving YouTube soon.
Yep.
Anybody got any suggestions on how we do this? Drop them in the comments section so that we can continue on the way we do the show. We're going to try to figure out some things or whatever, but so that we can continue to go live collectively opposed to just streaming with one person. I'm not really sure how to do that. So if anybody has any ideas, just, hit us up or leave a comment in the inbox
Yeah.
or on the comments. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We were speaking on the J and EK battle. I was watching it again just now in between our break and reading in the comments. A lot of people have Jay taking it 2-1.
Hmm. That's
Interesting.
You think because of the gas? You think the gas kind of took away too from his bars? It was like you say, it was a lot of gas.
On EK side,
Yes, sir.
there was yeah. Shout out to the homie Bobby Lee because Bobby was standing behind motherfucking EK, gassing every single bar of EK.
Even
Every
even
single line
even
EK
When
said.
Danny Myers was calm, that says a lot. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we know Danny loved bars.
That, yeah. Danny was on Tay Rock kind of gas right in that battle.
Yo, Danny's levels of not paying attention or just minding your own fucking business are legendary. If we skip to let's skip to the third round rebuttal that that Jay had when
Oh yeah,
whoever it
well, what you
was
got? That spit
well
on what you
whoever it
call
was
it?
spit on SO finesse.
Yeah, that was
And
fire.
see, if you watch Danny that entire time that debacle was happening, Danny didn't even turn around. He just sat there like
Yeah, that's Danny.
that shit was fucking hilarious. Like you gotta go back and watch that. You have to watch that. But a lot of the fans are giving Jay that battle 2-1. I can't even knock it. They were both incredible.
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
one of the best battles in a long time on the West, outside of Diz and Danny.
Yeah.
Because as we all know, Diz and Danny was pretty fucking incredible.
Hmm.
But this was great. This was better than Verb and Lux.
Yes, it was. It
Definitely
definitely
better than
was.
Verb and Lux.
Most definitely was. A lot of these small rooms battles been the shit.
Off of first watch, I give it to EK. Uh, can we talk about Jay's rebuttal game though?
That shit was fire. That
Yeah.
shit
Jay's
was fire. I
rebuttal
like
game is
whenever Danny had said to him about the lion and no stripes or whatever, he was like, "Yeah, I like that. I like that." You know what I mean? That is a great attribute that he has.
Yeah.
Hmm.
However, while we're speaking about rebuttal games and freestyling with him, I feel like he does that when he chokes
in
the
that
most.
second round. In that second round, he slipped up. The crazy thing is, like, I saw that too. He slipped up in that second round, but was able to use
Yeah,
those
get it back.
rebuttals to get it right back to where he was going, and
Yeah, that's a
it
good vet
worked.
move. That's a good
Yeah.
vet move.
Yeah. It was a vet move.
Word,
It was a vet
yeah,
move.
word to Charlie Clips.
I mean, we've seen Hollow the Don do it. Like if fans is not feeling something, Hollow the Don will scratch his whole
Hmm.
previous thing and go into something completely different. And you'd be like, okay, how the hell he do that? And then he go back into what they wasn't feeling and bring that all the way back up. So yeah, it was a vet move. It was a vet
Do
move.
you
But
think
Ray,
this? Go
but
ahead, my
Ray,
bad.
that's the point. Ray, that's the point. What you just said. It's a vet move to there are vets that actually do that where they may take their trash round, put it to the first, and make their first or whatever round the strongest the
Yeah,
third
yeah,
to be able to intertwine. But it's a
yeah,
difference when you are using it like a Charlie Clips. You know what I mean? That's when it becomes a handicap Not
Yeah.
that Jay is there.
Yeah.
Not that Jay is there. He's been inconsistent, but he has had those times where he shines. However, that's my only thing with him. This was a really good goddamn battle. It really, really was. But Jay too. Jay is now the new up and coming star for the West as well. And what the West is looking damn strong. But he now come on, he gotta get some lashings too.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna need him to step his game up. He getting a little saved out here.
Elaborate.
Well, my
Jay.
Elaborate.
Might say elaborate, which is about what you just said.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to share the show again. So okay, so shit. Where do I begin?
Oh,
Because
We
we've
can go
already
back
had the
to-
conversation. We've had the conversation already about his choking in the past. We've had that conversation.
He just choked against Reaper Rail.
That's what I'm saying. We had that conversation already.
That's not the past, bro. That's not the past. No, we did not talk about that. That ain't the past. That's not the past.
she said it's fresh. She said it's fresh.
That's very fresh. That's very fresh. You don't
No,
get to
no. When I
ban.
say
You
I'm saying in the past we've had these conversations. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, that's
gotcha.
true. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's true.
But and that's my thing, because we've had these conversations in the past. We shouldn't be having them in the present.
Yeah.
But
We shouldn't.
but then he drops the two battles that end up dropping are great performances for the up and comers.
Yeah.
Where they need to drop those other ones.
His skill set is outshining his failures.
I mean, I kind of got to say, I mean, they haven't dropped those other battles. Well, for some who've
That's
seen
what
the
I'm waiting
rigs,
for. Don't be trying to make
nobody.
me seem like I'm
I mean,
biased,
a lot of
because
folks seen rigs.
yeah, let's
Yeah, a lot of
go.
people seen. So I'm wondering, are they going to drop that battle with him and Rico Rail? Since this was a dope battle.
They're not going to drop the Riggs battle. There's no
Oh, we
point.
already
They're
know
never
that.
gonna
Oh, we
drop
know
the
that.
Riggs battle.
Oh, we know that.
We know that.
We know
Definitely.
that.
And here's the thing. But check it out. Here's the thing. We was at that battle, and that was a fire battle. And what Jay did, what Jay does, really, it's one part shy. It was just one part where he choked.
We choked. Yeah.
No.
It was just.
I watched the battle. No, Jay was he was blanking out through all three rounds.
He was, but check it out.
We had a long choke. Yeah.
That
That choke
he
was
did.
bad.
He had a very long
round.
choke.
Yeah.
He had a very long choke, but he brought it back. But the thing I'm saying is, to be honest, people are going to start figuring that out. Jay does that more than often. We look at it as he takes because they used to think that Briz did that too. You know how their delivery is kind of choppy, where in some cases you think, okay, that's just his delivery. No, my nigga, you choking. So at this point,
Damn.
just saying, at this point, standing in front of him, you really didn't know what was choke and what was not because of his delivery. I ain't fucked up about that. That battle was fire, though.
Yeah.
It was absolutely fire.
It was a good battle.
It was a damn good battle.
I mean, they should have
No
edited.
matter what,
I mean,
it would
edit
have
like they
shown.
always do. Edit the show
No
like they
matter
always do.
what, right? But no matter what, it would have shown levels. It would have shown levels. It would have shown that Riggs was superior, but it would have shown only that because Riggs has been doing this longer, and the material. Like I said, now that was a fucking dogfight. I ain't even gonna front, regardless of his challenges. But this it sours the victories that he has for me, because Norbs can't keep saving these niggas. URL can't keep saving these niggas. Just as well as they sat Chest down and they sat Twerk down for a minute and said, no, we're not doing this. It's too early to sit Jay down, but he got to tighten up.
I agree.
He gonna get there. I think he'll get there.
He will. Absolutely.
He will.
And
He will.
I have been holding my faith in Jay since he first got on the URL stage. Well, even before that, I've been championing Jay for the past 3 years.
I dig him. I dig him. Like I said, and I wouldn't, that's the thing about it. This show, people got to understand. I've always talked this way. I'm passionate about my shit, but I'm passionate about battle rap. I that's just what I am. And when I like somebody, as far as they become my favorites, that man is so fucking talented. And see, when I go to these smaller events, and I like the smaller events because I'm able to be up under you figuratively, be up under you and really see how you move, see how you prep and things like that. I like shit like that because I like to see the authenticity in that battler. And Jay, like I said, that's one that boy can go very well. He's a man, but you know what I mean? He can go very far, but he got to tighten up some areas. He really, really does. You know what I mean? We say the same thing about chess. Chess, I feel like Cave has chess right now in a focused place right now. You feel me? It really takes for when I started, I was kind of mad because when I did start to really appreciate Twerk started with the fuck shit. And then I was just like, God damn, man. And even being around him and drugs, I don't like this new jack drugs that we've developed. I'm not feeling that. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Hey, I'm just saying these are the cats that I have been around. And I mean, let's get off of Emerson and Jay. Can we talk about the elephant in the motherfucking room?
What's the elephant?
Let's talk about these goddamn Goonies. The Goonies lost all of band. They lost all of band other than Ace Amin. Okay, wait, hold on. I'm gonna say this, and the crowd is gonna go wild. Not in a good way. The Goonies lost except for Ace Amin versus Burke, and I had Ryder over Stewie.
We're not gonna count Twerk being John.
This I'm talking about band.
Oh, he's talking about band. Oh, okay.
I feel like Stewie edged the first. I feel like that battle was the first round was very, very close. I feel like Stewie's second round, he got it clearly, and Ryder got the third.
Ryder from here on out got to wear silk shirts.
Man, listen, I felt that shit in my spirit. Okay, wait, I'm sorry. And maybe, just maybe, when that nigga said,
Ryder got to wear silk shirts from here on out.
When that nigga said stuffing you out, like, oh my God, do you understand? Do you understand how I felt in that moment?
Look, when he said the line, I had to pull it back 2 times. And then I immediately ran to YouTube and watched the footage of Pac my man with a
That's what I did. Listen, from the audio.
Like, hold on, time out. That was really a crazy bardia?
It was creative. It was a creative bar, man. It was a creative bar.
Good.
Mike, you gotta understand. It's like watching the zombie rise. You know, Saga beat the dog shit out of him, so now they happy that he's finally rising from.
Oh wow!
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I think the bar was good. I think the bar was good. I'm not about to say it here and say it was a trash bar. It was a good bar, but I don't see
the setup. But bruh, the whole setup, not just the setup.
No, it was the setup. It was like the rapping was good. You're not as famous. Was that the rapping was good, but it wasn't that
shit. The way he did it, I'm sorry, bruh. The way he did that shit. Hold on, I got to read this because I had to. And listen, you already know. For me, I ain't the biggest. But I'm saying I had to write this shit out, and then I went and got the video, and I posted the video along with it. But that nigga said, I'm just saying, hit the witness, stop the statement. Clip long, Glock is stainless. use what do you say? Use this motherfucker soon as I got it, forgot to name it. Your style not contagious. Argues, you're not as famous. I'll stomp this nigga out like with the silk on like fucking vegan.
I'm sorry. I choked on my battle rap water.
maybe because he had the silk shirt on. It probably hit so hard.
And you know, I think that's what it was. I think the fact he had
it's the fabric. It was the fabric and the bars. It's when fabric and bars finally meet.
Stop.
Because think about it. If he had a t-shirt on
with fabric and bars, that's hilarious. I don't know, like
bars.
Yeah, like that.
Y'all don't steal my shit.
I'm not gonna take anything away from the bar itself.
I'm about to tweet that shit right now.
Don't steal my shit.
Tweet that shit right now. Ryder, when fabric and bars meet, bruh. The
I'm
blend.
not gonna take anything away from the bar. It was a very good bar, but I just like for me, it didn't hit me as like the only thing that popped in my head was like, he really wore that silk for this bar.
Hey man, it's all about the fabric, man.
Look, John.
No, he been wearing stuff like that.
I've never seen it.
John allegedly paid $80 for that Black Wolf chain just to throw that bitch in the crowd. So hey,
but you know, but here's the difference. Wait.
Hold on, don't forget the Versace robe.
And the Versace
robe too. Yep. Let's not play. We ain't gonna do this.
But the thing is, with the Black Wealth chain, that was a big topic in battle rap at the time. Yeah, so it's different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, where these dirty niggas getting this money from?
Dirty money.
Ryder actually, I believe, doesn't Ryder work for UPS or something? I mean, it don't matter. I don't care who he worked for, but he is one of the niggas that actually got a job. He got a job.
So Ryder's daytime, he's a 67 on NBA 2K.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Ooh, where my battle rap water at? I gotta get my water. Get that water.
Like me personally, I personally feel like Stewie edged the first. I'm gonna edge by the smallest. No, for me personally, I feel like by the slightest of edges, he got the first.
Mm-hmm.
Stewie got the second clear, and Ryder got the third clear. That first is very debatable. Now, this is the thing. Right. When it comes to a lot of these battles, the crowd interaction, the crowd reaction can definitely sway somebody.
Yeah,
exactly. But like for me, like the way I think personally, I can't speak for nobody else. But for the way I think, I catch up. There's a lot of shit that I catch that the crowd.
Me too.
Right.
And I feel like Stewie had a lot of stuff that Mojo just got in the house, so you might want to try to invite her. But I just feel like Stewie had a lot of stuff that got slept on in that first round that was very dope.
Girl, we gonna make that Kool-Aid pie. If you don't get on my face about some Kool-Aid pie, I'm sorry.
He had some Stewie had some very good stuff in that first round that was very dope.
Do you think? Hold on, let me ask you about Stewie. What do you think is with Stewie to where he's not getting respect that? Because I think he deserves.
We don't see him enough.
It's got to be something in there. It got to be more than that.
Do you think that's just it, that we don't see?
Nah, it's something else. I think it's something more.
They said that about Mr. Wavy, that we didn't see him enough. They said that about a few other people that have the talent that we don't see enough. So it could be a combination of that with Stewie, that we don't see him enough, and then on top of that, he don't do interviews. You know, he don't like. Ace Amin been 3 battles in, and he
man. I saw Ace Amin the other day at the job interview, man. What man? This nigga everywhere,
you know what?
You on the world tour.
I seen Ace Amin and Show Off and Brizz's battle while you playing. I'm just playing.
Right.
Now, I think with Stewie, what it is Stewie has hit a point. He you know what I'm saying? We all know that Stewie's dope.
Yeah.
But Stewie has yet to surpass that level of like, I'm dope. Now I'm going to take it to this level and show y'all while I'm even better than what y'all have seen thus far.
I can agree with that.
And not for nothing, he just had a debate. I mean, we ain't going to act like he didn't have no debatable with E. Hart either, right? We're not going to do that.
Yeah, he definitely had a debatable with E Hart.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had her winning. I had her edging, but that's just me.
Yeah, I had
But
a
what I
win.
was saying, okay, let me get back to what you just said, Mike, because yes, being who I am, I have been in all area codes. No, I'm just playing. Living in the places that I've lived, and most of my mother's side of the family
Pimp
lives
pimp.
in Seattle. That don't do that. See how you be bringing up false narratives? This is live, my nigga. Don't be listen. Cut it
Pimping for
out.
life.
Listen. As I was saying. No, check it out. But for real, living in Seattle, what Ryder said in that first to me, you know what? Let me just keep it a buck. Us dark skinned chicks, unless you was a white girl, unless you was Becky and maybe Amber, you really didn't get a whole lot of play. So the fact of the whole white girl angle for me, I'm like, bro, yeah, he was on. It's a lot more mixed couples in Seattle in the Northwest, I would say. So the way that he came about that whole
But
all lives matters in your house, and then the fact that Stewie Newton and Huey Newton actually had a white girl but didn't want the help from white people with the Black Panther movement. Like that shit coincided with me to me. You are pro-black, but you got a white household. Your kids gonna grow up with mixed emotions. Like my nigga, come on, that shit hits.
but
That
this is
shit
for me.
hits.
This is the thing. That is a very overused. That's a very overused angle.
That's not a very overused angle because that's
Against
life
Stewie, it is.
today. That's current
No,
events.
no.
That's
What I'm
current
saying
events
against
today.
what I'm saying against Stewie. That's a very overused angle.
I understand that. But it's impactful to me, and that's what he said. If you was listening, Hart would said this. Hart said that. I get it, but it hit at the time because again, the way he used it, I felt like the way he used it, he didn't go over into it, but at the same time, shit, that's something that you deal with. Like I said, to me, it's current events because it's something that people feel, and they're not gonna stop saying it because you don't like it in life.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not going to stop being used in a battle.
It's okay. It's almost to me, it's almost like how everybody kept saying prior to resolution that, okay, we already heard the Cassidy and the tranny angles. We already heard this. We already heard that what Goods was going to say. And everything that everybody said that wasn't going to hit, Goods still used and it hit. Okay, so understandable. That angle might be overused with Stewie, but if somebody can put their own seasoning on it, it still go hit a certain way. I think Ryder, the way Ryder went with it, it still hit because I can tell you this. Now, my boy is also from Detroit. He moved to Seattle, and that was the first thing he told me that he peaked when he was out there. He's like, "Yo, it's a lot of mixed relationships out here," and
let me tell you.
I lived in Texas, and I see that a lot down here.
I see it a lot down here too, but I'm gonna tell you, growing up and
when I first
always
here,
traveling to Seattle, that was something that has been prevalent for years.
Yeah,
and then moving.
When I first landed here, when I first got here, I got here in April of 2003. I caught the Greyhound. I get off at the downtown Seattle Greyhound. My biological father, his best friend, looked at me and she said, "Oh yeah, the white girl's gonna love you out here." And I'm like, "What does that even mean?" Now,
but check it.
I didn't get it.
And
I didn't get it.
And you got that. But being dark skinned, moving to Seattle after my mom and brother moved, when I came back from school, yeah, I was too dark for the niggas.
I've been there before.
I was too dark. Way too dark, honey. My mocha caramel homegirl was too dark. So and that's cool. It's not a big deal anymore.
You know what?
But
I don't know why.
That's been that for years there.
I don't know why I keep thinking about that damn movie. I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, and the dude who was the Black Panther who had the white family were drinking and eating everything bean. I don't know why I keep thinking about that. I'm just saying.
Stupid.
Everyone, I don't know, the bean dip, the bean cake. bean drink,
The bean
everything
pies,
was
right?
all bean, everything. I don't know why I keep thinking about that. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. My bad.
Because
That's
it was a
probably one of my
parody.
favorite
It
things
was
in
a
that movie.
parody. I mean, of
And
course,
he's
it
a
was the
peace
parody
police.
of. I mean, that's what it was. I mean, uh, ultimately Huey Newton, that was the joke for plenty of years. Like, how are you shacked up with this white woman and you didn't want black, you hollering, well, at the time you weren't hollering Black Lives, you were, but you weren't, you know what I mean, the actual slogan, but it was empowerment of your people, but you didn't want help from white people who actually wanted to help. You wanted to keep it all black, but my nigga, you over here doing Becky. How we doing
But
this? And on the white horse.
at the same time, people forget that Seattle was one of the first couple chapters of the Black Panther Party.
Yeah.
We have
We don't forget my mother was secretary to the Black Panther Party in
I know,
Seattle. I tell y'all
I'm
that
not
all the
saying
time.
you. No, not saying you, but others don't know this.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
true.
A lot of others don't know this because when you think of Seattle, people always have something to say about. Shout out to my boy Eddie Francis. He made a post on Facebook or Twitter today where he was like, whenever people ask him where he's from and he says Seattle, people are like, wow, there's black people there. I would have never thought.
And I used to get that too. I used to get that. Check it out. I used to get that when I moved and kept in touch with people from the Bay Area, and they were like, why did y'all like what was your mother thinking? Because they're looking at it as a whole bunch of you think it's the Quamish, Washington, Iroquois, you're like, what the fuck? It gotta be Indians and white folks. You just don't look at Seattle and SeaTac and Federal Way and all that. Like, yeah, I mean, they like places but until I had a homegirl that came out to because we lived in SeaTac, we didn't live in Seattle. And anybody who knows where SeaTac is, that's the outskirts of the actual metropolitan. But yeah, so and that's we live where SeaTac, actually I live right in front of, we lived off Pack Highway. Let's put it like that. We lived off Pack Highway. So that's the main highway right there. But when hey, Mojo.
Hey, welcome back, our battle rap correspondent live from
Hey,
Beaver Bay.
we got some gripes with you. We're gonna rewind all the way back because we got some gripes with you. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I don't.
Yes.
Welcome back, Mojo.
Thank you. I'm tired.
You don't have no gripes because you got Geechee winning. She got Geechee winning.
No, I have John winning. I have John winning.
Oh, I thought you said you had. Okay.
No,
all right.
John winning. I just think the battle was underway.
Said John. Everybody on the panel said John.
Okay, but Mojo,
I can't pick. I don't know.
Mojo used the classic word. She used the C.
Yes. I think that's a classic. If they drop that on YouTube, I think that would make a meal easy.
It's on the app.
I mean, if they would have dropped it on YouTube, I think that would have been an easy million.
I can't call that a classic.
Nah.
What?
I can't.
She was in the building. You gotta watch this on
Okay, yeah. Okay, if you in the
building,
then I know the energy is different from on cam. So you'll have to watch it on cam.
Yeah, I gotta wait a few days before I go back and watch all these ones.
Right.
But yeah, but in the building it was
let's since you're on, let's do a recap of all battles. At the end of the day, we pretty much know Malone is not with us today, but my nigga, I wish I would have bet your ass. Huh?
He just sent a message saying he never gets an invite. He's out.
Oh God.
Nah, don't send him no invite because he out here just speaking lies into existence.
Yeah, we had to set his ass down. I'm sorry. He's on punishment right now.
Yeah, because that's six bad pigs back in a row. Yeah, nah, he can sit over there. Don't in the corner. Just at the corner.
Yeah, he's over here with the dunce hat. We had to put him in the corner with the dunce hat on. Yeah, you was being mad disrespectful, my nigga.
Oh yeah, let's get your recap, Mojo. Miss Top Tier hanging around with everybody with battle rap.
Let's see who went first. I can't remember.
We
Who.
had prep. We had prep
Was
and
it
who was it? Prep,
what's
prep
the call
and
go first?
Who?
prep
Chess
and
and
Loso.
Jerry West.
Mm,
I
yeah,
thought it was
Chess.
prep and Loso.
No, Chess and Jerry
Oh
West
no,
went
right.
first. Chess,
Okay.
he was out of this world. Like that boy was flawless all the way through. He could have. I think I still got to watch it again. Nothing against Jerry West. I love Jerry West, but his stuff wasn't enough for Chess. Chess easily could have edged a 30 with yesterday.
Damn.
He was not playing.
It's
I
a
could
good thing he left the case, right?
say what?
I say it's a good thing he left the case, right? So now we can see what chess is really made of.
Mm-hmm. I think we're gonna see a lot more Chess, especially after yesterday.
Okay, so Mo, so you think what you just seen from Chess Ace Amin has a chance?
Oh, no. I like Ace. I'm sorry, Ace, but child.
Oh, you didn't throw the child in there. Not the child. Not the child. Oh my God. Like
So
sat
Mo,
down.
so
Go on and
Mojo,
sat down
Mojo,
over
let me
there.
ask you this. Mo, let me ask you this though, because I was hearing some things.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that Chess was rapping long as shit.
He was. He was.
Okay.
But I think because his stuff was just so fire, like he was just dropping it, fire, 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 fire. Nobody really. I don't think nobody cared because it was just hot. After, like everything he was saying was hot. Like you couldn't just let that man rap because what he's saying is fire. Now, if he was on some filler type stuff, I think people would have got like restless, like, okay, come on, let Jerry go. But he was just hot. And when he did this, I can't remember the bar, but he did this thing when he started growling like he was DMX. Like, "Arr." I was like, okay. He's killing it. He was killing it.
Okay.
I don't know how I feel about that, but I'm just gonna wait till the to drop on Cam because I don't know how I feel about that. That's kind of like a cheat code. You rapping longer than your fucking opponent. That's some
It really
bullshit.
is. It really
That ain't
is. It
fair. And
really is.
if that shit look biased, oh yeah, we gonna talk about it.
No, I don't think it was biased. I think everybody was feeling them equally on both sides. But the chess was different. Like it was crazy.
All right. Okay, so the next battle.
It was Saga and Trez. It was a good battle. And Saga, I don't really care for Saga, but he did really, really good.
And he was sober.
Oh God. And the fact that you say this way as if this Christian man wasn't supposed to be sober, I'm kind of feeling away. See, it does something to my spirit, especially
Oh
on a
my
Sunday
goodness.
evening. I
Have
have
you
a
ever
bit of
seen?
an issue
Have you
with
ever
that.
seen? Have you ever seen Saga drunk? That shit is hilarious.
Oh yes,
Yes.
I have.
At the
Yes,
first
I
day
have.
of Legacy, poor thing was lit, knocking over speakers. It was too funny.
I have
Mm-mm-mm.
qualms with that. I really do.
So I'm
But
assuming
I'm gonna
based
leave it
on
alone.
what you said that Saga did good. You giving the battle to Chef Trez?
I'll have to watch that again.
That's fair enough. Because
I'm hearing.
the reason
I'm hearing
I heard
Saga.
it 2-1 either way.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm
And
here debatable too.
I saw Trez tweet that was his last smack battle. So I don't know what's going on there. He said it on stage, but I thought you know how battle rappers are. They say stuff, but he tweeted it, so I don't know what's going on.
Man, I don't believe that, man. Arsenal said he was retiring. DNA said he ain't battling like no more. I ain't believing that, man.
Oh wow, I didn't hear about that. Oh damn.
Mm-hmm. The next one was Prep and Loso. Loso,
Mhm.
he made sure to let everybody know Tampa is his city, and you're not coming in his city taking a W from him. Like
Damn.
Prep did good in his first, but Loso pulled the chest. He was just too much for Prep. And the tough part of watching Prep was you could see his energy starting to diminish as the rounds went by. Loso had rebuttals. He had this one fire line because Prep was saying, "Oh, what have you done for the Tampa battle rap community? You came up and you didn't bring anybody up with you." And Loso rebutted that, and he said, "I've done community outreach, I've done shelters for during the hurricanes and all this other stuff. Don't ask me
Oh
what I
yeah,
did
he
for."
fucked up with that.
Yeah,
Oh
he
yeah,
said.
crap. Yeah, you fucked up with that, bro.
He said, "Don't
Yeah.
ask me what I done for Tampa battle rap. Ask me what I did for Tampa as a whole." The crowd went nuts.
Yeah, yeah, you fucked up on that one, crap.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn. Was he dirty? Was he dirty or was he clean in this battle? What was clean prep or dirty prep?
Dirty Prep.
Damn. Guess you,
Hmm
guess you should have brought up.
And
Guess you
Loso
should have
was
brought up the
talking
ball.
about his bow ties and he was doing bow tie flips and dirty flips, and I was just like, "Whoo, Loso!" He went, he staked his claim right there that night.
Okay, so those folks still got a good lifeline yet on URLs, so that's good.
Yeah.
But look who he battled. Come on. I ain't doing that.
Yeah, shout out to None None.
Man, Nana said he was retiring too, and then I heard he popped up on a new card.
Yep, that's why I
Yeah,
said
he's on
shout.
band. He's
Yep.
on band next weekend. Yep, he's on band next weekend. Okay, let's get into this next battle because we gotta. I don't know that we're gonna do a show with Thursday too because I have Verbal War Zone. They're having their event next weekend, and so we're gonna have some interviews from them. So we're gonna do a second day. But we got a lot of shit to still cover.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely have a lot of stuff to still cover. So let's get through these battles because I do want to get into. We could probably say the other topics for Thursday, but I really want to get into because band is coming, and we now have a little under a month for Summer Impact. If y'all ain't got y'all tickets, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you, but we in the building.
Are they sold out?
They on the way. From my understanding, there's limited. And I don't know how truthful that is, but there's limited GA, general admission tickets, no early access, just GA available. So I'm just saying, get your tickets. I got mine. Mojo has hers.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeedy.
We will be in the building. Shy, you got crickets over there, but I ain't gonna say nothing to you. Mhm.
Rental spoons.
He said, "Run a spoon."
I hate him. Go ahead with the recap, Mojo. Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
hate this nigga so bad.
The next one was Avon franchise.
Let's talk about it.
He couldn't wait for that. He couldn't wait for that. Malone, if you listening from the cheap seats,
Man, why they do franchise like that? They set that boy up.
Look.
listen. Go ahead.
I said Av 30, man, and somebody else on here said 32. But I said Av 30.
We all said 30.
Yeah, I said
Av
30.
with the 30. Like
Yep.
people were in the crowd like 2-1. I said, you get out of here. Like, ain't no, that boy did not take a round. Not one. Not one.
Yeah, cause what this bar about? He's talking about he a dome shot. I changed Ave into a
A
something.
highway.
You know what?
To the slut walk, Amber Rose slut walk.
I was like, what? I had to put the camera
Do you see
down.
the look
like,
on my face?
turned Ave into a highway. Like what?
That's a random.
Really?
That's a random spoon moment right there.
Oh, the highway. Yeah,
Yeah,
the highway. Okay, see, and
I don't.
here's another instance of you have these main now with franchise, my nigga, you ain't been battling like that. Why does Mike look like that? Why did
Because
your
of that
eyes
bar.
Hey,
Dome shot.
hey,
And I hear it in a fucking Canadian accent, man.
Me too.
Mike.
Me too. I said it in his voice, and I'm like, I don't even see how you motherfuckers thought it hit. Like Mojo,
Yo,
did he growl with it? What
How did- yeah,
did,
how did-
like was it steam after it? How did he do
Mike
it?
looking like he heard the most disrespectful shit ever.
He was
Damn.
like dome shot.
Damn.
He was in his zone. Dome shot. I put it in his. I was like, what?
Dome shot. Turn Ave into a highway.
And then he like,
Yeah.
he was, and then people were like, oh, that was fire. I was like, no, it's not. That was
And
Right.
that
what
right
happened?
there,
You see what happens when you don't have hot wings and liquor? Shit like this happens.
that right there, that bar right there, and the way that Mojo just described how everything happened, that is the perfect example of how performance and energy can make a bar sound better than it actually is.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
It
Lima,
was a
lima
film.
bean, and time machine.
Look,
Right.
Nigga,
Oh
I
my God! Stop.
Man, that shit was ass pussy. I don't care what type of performance it was.
damn. Let's talk about that lima bean in a time machine bar, because I've been hating that bar since that battle happened.
That shit is ass.
Look, I tell people to this day, look, when Shotgun Suge said, see Hitman and his little brother, I would have fucked both of them niggas up, dragged both of them to the roof and made both of them jump. I said the bar didn't hit, but how he said it, I love that fucking bar. It's not the hottest line, but how he said it, it made me like it. So I can get I get your point. I get your point, Mike. I get your point 110%. I get it.
I hate that lima bean in the time machine bar. I hate that bar so much. Danny, I love you, but I hate lima bean in the time machine. Make you a vegetable.
And lima bean and a time machine and headshot turn Ave into a highway. I'm still trying to see the connection because what the fuck was a lima bean in a time machine? What does it do?
No, that was a Danny Myers bar. That was a Danny Myers
No,
bar.
I know. No. I know what I'm saying is when you say some shit like that, nigga, where's the connection? I'm looking for the connection. There's no connection. Bruh, you gave us and I love Danny, that's my brother, but you know what? I'm gonna be disrespectful to you until we get our shoes. No, I'm just playing. But
Oh hell no! It stands.
But no, seriously. The lima bean in the time machine, even now, when Danny said it, I'm not gonna front because the hype was around it, the aggression. Okay, but then because of his aggression, I was like, oh shit. Then I said, what the fuck? I had that moment.
A lima bean isn't a vegetable either.
You know what? Let's get back to this recap because we'll be on this topic for goddamn 4 days.
Exactly.
Okay, next battle. What's the next?
Okay,
so basically, Al whooped his ass.
A dirty 30. Because all of listen, and niggas was saying, shout out to LTR podcast because they tried. It was a few other
lima bean is a
bloggers.
legume, not a vegetable.
You know what? Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone, sir. Leave it alone. Back away from the lima bean. Leave it alone.
Damn it, Danny, you're too smart for this.
Leave it alone, Jack and the Beanstalk. Leave it the fuck alone.
Y'all just peeled the scab back on the
As I said, sensitive topic. But no, they tried to G-Lo, all of them. Niggas was trying to, I know the Twitter fingers was real during the Av battle. These niggas could not type fast enough. They was saying, this is where in the cheap seats, this is how we felt watching this. My ass couldn't even go to sleep. I'm sitting up here. I'm on every word. I'm sitting up here with my phone, like just everything. I kept refreshing. Like, okay, let me screenshot this. And before I could even screenshot it, there was some more shit. I'm like, God damn. And then you got to old boy shit. And I'm like,
Malone, you hear all that bullshit? Yeah, you're welcome.
mhm.
Oh,
Turn your ass around. You're supposed to be looking at the corner. You're supposed to be looking in the middle of the crack of the wall right now. Turn your ass around. Go ahead. Go ahead.
oh,
I'm sorry. Okay, next battle.
who's next after that?
Did Glue and JC go down?
Yeah, it went down. It went
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, they heard Glue choke.
Glue
And he
stumbled
Yeah, I
in
heard
the second.
Yeah,
and
he,
third,
his
and
third,
in the
his
fifth.
third. Yeah, he said his third and his second, So, he was all messed up. Lucky Charms was not on his side today.
Jesus.
I was so
Damn it, man.
disappointed.
Why are you
I
like
was
this?
like, come on.
Shy is really going in, right?
Why is he like this?
Poor little mate.
I'm starting to question this whole Goonies movement.
Hey, that's where I was going before we were rudely interrupted by the motherfucking, you know what, I'm gonna leave her alone because I don't want my service to go out again. I'm looking at my bars right now. I'm not fully, I'm gonna leave her alone. But
So
anyway,
Mo,
that's
hold on, Mo. Let me ask Mo this: was it because did JC win because he was good, or because Louisa wasn't probably prepared, or wasn't that great from what I'm hearing?
Mojo, take the
Mm.
floor.
That's why he won, in my opinion, because his first round was really, really light.
A lot of people
Man.
think that Glue got it first.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn, Glue. I wanted
That
Glue
was-
to win too. I really wanted Glue to win.
What'd you
I
say?
fuck the Goonies.
Oh, damn. First G unit, not this.
Mm-mm.
There was one dude
Let's
out in the
talk
crowd.
about it.
There was this one dude out in the crowd. He was hilarious. The whole entire time he's yelling at the folks on the stage, "Yo, y'all niggas in Florida. We got alligators in the water." Like, yo,
I seen somebody tweet that.
What?
And
He must have some good ass
voice
liquor.
did not let out. Like,
That
I was
wasn't
like,
liquor.
bro, you gotta be a battle rapper. Because your voice you haven't lost your voice yet. All night. We got alligators in the water. Yo, chef, I'm ready to eat, son. We like, yo, pause. He's like, no pause.
Oh my. Man, what he was drinking?
God.
What was he drinking? I need one of them.
So,
He
what was he
lit.
drinking, my nigga? What he was on? What you call it? Was snorting? Ooh,
Ooh.
you know what? Let me shut up.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Somebody
Hey.
get brother some help. That's all I'm gonna say on that one. Somebody get him some help.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't gonna never get no sponsorship.
Hey,
Merit.
now, crew. Ray, you sure you want to be up here with us? Like, yeah, you know, shots fired. We don't
Hey,
want you
man,
to get
I
hit.
like y'all, man. I'm enjoying it. So yeah, I'm with y'all. I like this.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean? These Tupac strays, man, we don't want you to get caught in the middle. Just saying.
I'm a big boy. I can take a shot or two, and I can give a couple.
Hey, headshot. We ain't turning nobody into no highways and byways.
It's all about the fabric.
It's all about the fabric. It's all about the fabric. Don't get it fucked up. Before we get into this Goonies tribute, let's go ahead and finish this up.
Then next was Geechee and John the Don.
Well, I think we pretty much covered that.
Yeah, we covered that, but yeah, it's looking different on cam, sis. I'm telling you that right now. It's looking like
that motion.
I'm gonna have to sit down and watch it. Not today, though. Not today.
Not today, Jesus. We need a day of relaxation.
Mm-hmm.
After standing for 100 years, I'm sure.
how was the venue? The venue looked kind of different. It looked like a very different type of venue.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody, you know what? It's funny you say that, Shy, because somebody was like, "Please don't tell me them niggas is battling under a moose." I'm like, damn, I didn't even trip that boat.
It was in the goddamn saloon. Little Nas X is about to be played in a minute.
But dead ass, I'm looking at Bowinkle like, yo, I have no clue.
that stage was like, oh my god, I ain't seen a stage that small since they came to Atlanta. It was like it was a kind of small stage too.
Right.
There's that Whiskey North. It's like a bar nightclub type area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
With lions, tigers, and bears.
Oh my,
Yeah. I don't know what the theme behind.
the moose.
I don't know, but
Hold
it's
on.
like a
Over
bunch
here
of
fighting the
rocks
grizzly. I'm like, what we doing?
It
Hold
has like
on.
the log cabin feel to it inside.
Yeah,
Mojo,
very.
Mojo, I got to ask you. There
Mhm.
is a picture, okay,
Mhm.
with Av versus franchise.
Mhm.
Was Av really looking at his damn nails while that man was rapping?
He
Yes, it
damn
was.
sure was.
Wow,
Yeah,
that is so disrespectful.
that
I'm gonna
is.
call. I'm gonna
Yeah,
call that Negro. I'm
Mhm.
like, hold on, this nigga is looking at his nails.
he damn sure was. That was horrible. I feel so bad in that moment. I'm looking at franchise like, damn, little buddy.
Mhm.
It's like I feel bad.
Little buddy.
Dead.
Ab bullied him. Ab was rolling up on him. Franchise tried to push him off. Ab pushed him back. I was just like, oh, okay.
But wait, what the part when Chess came into the battle?
That was so fire because I saw Chess off in the corner, but I thought he was just watching. Ab is, I don't know what bar it was, but then Chess just snuck up out of nowhere and was like, bow. And then franchise turned around, like it just threw him off. I was just, and Chess like, yeah. I was like, oh snap.
Damn.
Oh, man, he made him jump. Oh
Yes,
man,
he jumped. Yes, he was just like, what?
that's about to be a gift.
Oh shit! Right. There's a few gifts that I seen from them pictures in that battle because if you pay attention, when Chess is right standing in front of him and franchise are standing right there, you see Av in the back. You know, that's the other Av that niggas ain't seeing, the demon Av. Have you ever paid attention when that nigga is looking above, up under his eyes? That shit is like, God damn, this nigga is seriously possessed.
Mm-hmm.
Got no hat Av with him looking like, yeah, nigga. You know,
Mm-hmm.
fucked up. You know, you done fucked up, right?
Oh yeah, he
That
didn't have a hat on in this battle too.
Yep.
he did not have a hat on. Yep. So this 2-1 blasphemy. I don't know how I feel about it. Not
People were saying
because
because I guess I've been hearing that he choked in the third, but it wasn't his fault.
Who?
Yeah, I heard it was mic issues that caused him to choke or something like
Yeah.
that.
No, he didn't. Ab didn't choke. He stumbled because there were mic issues. It took a long time for them to fix the mic.
Mhm.
So when he got it to working, he started rap. He started off all over again. So when he got to the part where the mic started messing up, like he just kind of like stumbled, but then he got it back and came back. Like he didn't choke.
So basically, he just kind of got out of his zone. So he just had to get back.
Right.
he
Yeah.
got
Okay.
set the fuck up.
Yeah.
Come on now. We
So
know
I guess
how-
they tried to get franchise that round because of that.
Drake
Okay. Gotcha.
pulled the plug. That's what it was. He was like, "Stop killing my Canadians."
Who said? Hold on. Who said? He said what?
No, I said Drake
You
was in the
stupid
building and he
Mojo.
pulled the plug.
You stupid. You are stupid. That was cute. But
Wow.
yeah, so let's get dead ass. Jay was trying to go into the Goonies tribute.
I'll be back, y'all. I feel like I just pulled a muscle. I'll be back.
Drake
Need
got
them, need them porn stars alone.
I threw my phone a little too hard. Like my shoulders really like hurting right now. That Danny Myers bar pissed me off. Really
Hey,
think
put
I
some.
might have just
Hey,
fucked
put
up
some
my
lima.
shoulder.
Put some lima bean juice on it and let it ooze.
This shit hurts. I'll be back. Like for real. I think I just fucked my shit up being angry at that ball. It's your fault, Shy. You owe me $20 more.
Oh no.
Damn.
Go rub some Robitussin on it.
Yeah, Robitussin definitely rep.
The Tussin is your friend.
Let that Tussin get in there.
Your friend.
Yeah,
That's
let
a
that
fact.
Tussin get all in there, and put some lima bean juice on it. You be good.
Jay, go ahead. Jay, what was you saying?
Yeah.
The Goonies are overhyped.
You said overhyped?
Mm-hmm.
I would say so, yeah.
Bars
They
and
just really-
fabric hit though.
Listen, He had
Mhm.
one good bar. That doesn't excuse the 40 bad battles he got.
I would agree.
Dang.
I'm just saying the Goonies is really riding off the coattail of Twerk. And he's about to get the fuck out of here soon too.
Let me
He just
ask you this.
on his
Let me
bullshit.
ask you this. Do you feel like with that thought, we're gonna stay right there with that thought. Do you feel like this band series was kind of built around the Goonies?
Yeah, because it always takes place in Richmond.
Yeah, I really think that I really feel like they need to take band somewhere else now.
But here's the
No.
thing. But
I
here's
really
the
do.
thing. But here's the thing. And Mojo, ride with me. You can tell me if I'm right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. Richmond is actually centrally located, and although it's Richmond,
Mm-hmm.
it is more. I feel like it's more of a home. You can take the Goonies out the equation, and you can still bring in Norfolk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because you
You can, and
still have
actually,
roller.
the fan base, right? The fan base, though, you can bring in the Carolinas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because you got Ridge,
Bad
Swamp,
News, Swamp.
Bad News.
Who else? Who else? There's plenty of them off the top of
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, why the hell Swamp? Why the fuck Swamp is not on another card? I'm
He's
not
on
getting
band.
it.
He's on band. He's on
I heard,
band.
About damn
I
time.
heard he's supposed to be. I heard he's supposed to be on band. This coming
Yeah,
up. I heard.
he's on
I
band.
heard.
Yeah, no, I actually talked to him. He's on band, and I think there's a flyer for him. But yeah, he's on band. But I don't know. Like I said, Jay, I'm just saying. I feel like, well, I feel like that. But at the end of the day, they can be taken out the equation, and I feel like it can easily be headed up by the
The other.
surrounding areas. To be
Mhm.
honest,
Yeah,
however,
that's true. That's true. That's true. But at the same time, like I think you said it earlier on, or it was somebody else in the group that said it earlier on. That band was like originally made strictly for. It seemed like the Goonies to basically like prop them up some. So at the same sense, yeah, you can remove them or whatever, and then it can still be North Carolina and Norfolk and so on and so forth. But I mean, I don't know. I just feel like maybe you should move away from Richmond, just like
Yeah,
move somewhere else.
it definitely needs a different type of energy. And I'm gonna tell you this too. They need to probably cut down on the days too. There's too many damn days because
Yeah.
I see a lot of good potential battles. They could be great, but you got them on so many of these crazy ass these days and
I
stuff
think
like that. It's taken away. Like Riggs and Luke Castro, think it could have been a better battle if it wasn't
woo,
on band. In
mm,
my opinion,
I think
I
they
think it
should
could have
just
been a
kept
way
it
better
regular,
battle.
like band. Like they should have just kept it regular, like this called
nah,
just like one surprise battle. Like I remember how band first started. It was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
Mm-hmm.
man, let me tell
I
you
ain't
something.
gonna. Yeah,
No, no,
Reaper fucked that up.
that,
Reaper fucked that up. I'm sorry. Reaper Rail fucked that up.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. I feel like Lou and Riggs were one of the battles that exemplifies what band is, and I'm gonna tell. This is why.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got to know the backstories on shit. The backstory on this battle, although they never really had anything that occurred, there were some things. Y'all know what I'm talking about. There were some things that occurred, but the
some
fact,
words were said. He pulled the card.
huh?
Some words were said, and he pulled a card.
And he pulled that card, but not even that. Not even that. If you motherfuckers pay attention in the battle, not you motherfuckers, I'm just saying. I've been trying to keep my petty in, but we're not gonna do this. We're not gonna sit here and act like you didn't see a red rag in sight throughout that whole battle.
What's he?
And the ambiance in that battle was that you can cut the tension, you can cut the tension with a knife. That was a classic band battle. Lou did his shit. Don't
Yeah,
get me
Lou did
wrong.
good.
He
I
did
didn't feel
his
like the
thing.
energy. Yeah, it was just like an energy. It's like I don't know. I just feel like it was a certain type of energy that should have been in that battle, and it was like they really didn't want to fuck with Riggs at the same time. And like you said, it was like the Homer Simpsons going in the damn bushes in that battle too. So
Not for nothing, you should have seen who was in the room. See, here's the thing. Like I said, the behind the scenes of this shit, a lot of niggas didn't want to say too much or nothing. So you know what I
That's why
mean? A
we
lot of niggas didn't
personally
want to say
saying.
too much or nothing. So you was kind of quiet the entire time. Yeah, it didn't seem like they wanted to give it up to him, but you had to because Riggs has now come, and a lot of people had questioned his affiliations or whatever the case may be. But he had Richmond on his side too, just from the gang culture aspect.
yeah,
So
especially
it
yeah
got
when
so
he
crazy.
yeah
It got a little crazy, and like I said, anybody who did not pay attention to what was going on should have been paying attention right then and there because it was a lot of giveaways,
hmm
a lot of giveaways in that battle.
that
That third
yeah that
blamed it
third
all.
yeah a lot of people sleeping on that third. A lot of people sleeping on it.
A lot of people slept on that man when Riggs said, "Fuck." What was the line? Riggs said something about Brim, and that's the time. Man, listen. You know what? Fuck all that. Y'all go watch that goddamn battle again. You know what I mean?
Shut
Fuck all
up.
that. Y'all watch that goddamn battle. Y'all, everybody, Sue Whoop and all this other shit. Y'all go watch that motherfucking battle. And
Hey, Wayne just had a
y'all
little
go
Richard. Wayne just had a
cipher.
little Richard moment.
Huh?
Go watch the battle. Shut up.
But ultimately, like I said, Lou did great. He did great. I'm having my qualms with this app situation. Some battles I feel are do great on this app. I don't feel like all of them are getting the momentum that they should because a lot of battles, the numbers would be a lot different than
Yeah.
what they are.
You gotta understand when a lot of the people that really watch the battle are not on that app. A lot of people still don't know it exists. You feel me? That's all that's about.
Or
And
they
then
just
some people are just cheap as fuck too,
there
bro.
you go. They don't want to
Niggas don't want to spend no money on battle rap like
Yeah,
You
that.
that's a
niggas
fact. But
buying
no,
blunts
but
and honey buns. You niggas is buying blunts and honey buns and rap snacks.
hey,
Cut it the
hey,
fuck
hey,
out and go
hey,
pay
hey,
$8 a
hey,
month for this damn
hey,
battle.
hey, I was just about to eat a honey bun. Watch your mouth. God damn
I'm
it.
just saying, goddamn it. Let's the
Out
Texas
here.
toast and shit. Let's what is some things
Mm.
Texas whatever. Y'all know
Nah,
what y'all.
that
You know
Yeah,
sounds
what
that
I
good.
mean?
Texas so sound very good right about. Hang on.
Yeah, but my point. No, what is that? It's the Texas. It's the honey bun. It's the Texas.
I don't know. But
I'm,
any- but now my whole thing about the Goonies is we're sitting here placing them on this pedestal like, oh, they're the new team, this, that, and the third, but they're not living up to the expectations. They're okay. They're all around doing these interviews, talking shit about the vets, doing this, doing that, doing this. But when it comes game time, y'all not backing it up.
Right.
My
Mm,
whole thing about it is like y'all trying to say it's like basketball. Y'all trying to say y'all the Bulls.
no, he did not surf us. He
But
didn't
I'm
yes,
just
just
he
saying,
surf
did.
us.
He's too
it's like
sorry.
the Bulls. My whole thing is the Bulls was great because they had Jordan, but you still had Pippen and Rodman. But my whole thing is none of y'all are stepping up to the plate. And we're going back to the whole cave game situation, and y'all are just proving y'all are not ready for them. Every time y'all step up to battle. Every time. Y'all proving like y'all not ready to battle really no other group.
I'm
Every
gonna
time
be
y'all battle one of them, y'all flip. Y'all can't do it.
I'm gonna be honest, man. If they was to ever do a Cave Gang versus Goonies, man, Cave Gang is watching
No,
them.
we're not doing it.
Cave Gang will watch them boys.
Pretty much.
Easy.
You have one battle that you can possibly win. Maybe. If Turk takes Rock, you could possibly win that battle. Because Rock ain't been the hottest thing smoking in a little while now. But my whole thing about it is like if Twerk leaves the Goonie, that ship is sinking.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I
You
agree
know,
with that.
We
y'all
saw
need
the
to
melee.
y'all need
Mm-hmm.
to start pulling your own weight.
Mm-hmm.
Like y'all can't live with that boy name forever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I feel that's another reason why I don't care too much for groups, man, because I feel like these new guys got to stand on their own 2 feet, man, before they can be joining up with anybody.
Yeah.
Just if you just coming out the gate and you got one battle and then say, okay, I'm about to join this group right here, you basically riding the coattails of the group because no matter if you win or lose, you still a part of the group.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, other than the only thing that's gonna happen is you gonna end up being ranked, and where do you fit in the group? And somebody might rank you last or whatever, but then you might still feel that you talented than the person they're ranking you higher than. But you in this group, so
But my
I
whole thing
never,
is
yeah, I never really
the
cared for the group
unless
thing.
the group is beneficial for you. Like my whole thing is when Glue joined the Goonies, it wasn't beneficial for him.
I agree.
When Mac Mel joined the Goonies, it wasn't beneficial for him. The C3, like my whole thing, y'all joining the group, not doing nothing for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I
Like my
mean,
whole
that's
thing is
true
like
because the
this
C kind of
group
does
can't.
her own shit.
That's my thing is that, and you don't really see them behind her. My whole thing is there's groups that make sense, and there's how can I say there's groups and there's families. Like Dot Mob made sense because they was all from Harlem. They grew up together. Team
Right.
Harlem, they're always together. They do music together. That's a family. That makes sense. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
To
They
me,
get
I thought the before T Top joined, I thought NWX made sense because K Shine, DNA, and Big T all fought each other.
mm-hmm.
And they already
All
battled
battled
too.
each
And they
other.
basically already battled each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So to me, NWX made sense prior to Big T Top joining, and then T Top joined, and then they brought in the Saga, and then
Don Marino.
yeah,
But you have to remember, NWX is supposed to be conceded K Shine and DNA.
yeah,
So like I said, certain groups make sense and some don't.
yeah.
My whole thing is I thought Goonies was just a DMV thing. Then I started adding more people and not everybody's eating the same. Some people just sitting on the sideline, twiddling they thumbs. Like, you just saying, like,
Let me ask this. Were you done with that topic or no?
yeah, I'm done.
Let me
You feel
ask
better
this
now, don't you?
because I mean, I completely agree with that. I do. When we look at, I do feel like, and I will say that 100 million times. I feel like, um, hold up.
Oh, something on caught her eye. What you don't see, Wing?
She's
You
on her.
know,
Mm-hmm.
no, I was trying to make sure I did something correctly.
Okay.
I still do feel like Twerk should have went uh NWX though.
NWX. Yeah, I think so too.
I do. I still do feel that way.
Somebody pulled that move with the Lakers and Chris Paul. Like everybody was mad as hell. Like no, and they vetoed the fuck out that shit. Like nope, it ain't happening.
Okay, like get that shit the fuck out of here. No, my nigga, we're not doing that. But speaking of
I still
teams, I
think
mean,
Twerk is a part of NWX. K Shine.
you
Oh
said
God,
what?
what's that?
Hmm?
Mm-mm. I still think
Um,
Twerk is a part of NWX. K Shine.
Oh, I know he's saying he trying to say K Shine is really K
I
Twerk.
know. Play. Oh, shit. I was gonna say play the tape back. But anyway,
well, I mean, you got New Jack Drugs, K Twerk. I mean, you got.
New
I
Jack.
mean, come on now, shit. I mean, let's just call it a bug. You have what you have. You know what I mean? Ultimately, I don't know. But I mean, as we're talking about teams, you bring up a good point because I'm about to take it all the way left field. My apologies right now. He already knows that we're going to talk about this, and we've had this prior conversation. But it has not been a secret that although Cave is quite strong, Av should have never became Cave. Rock is a lucky motherfucker that he knew. I'm just saying. that he knew Av for as long as he did. Because, in my opinion, it hinders him. Because the two battles that I feel like he should have, he's never going to get. It should have been rocking him. It should have been brizzing him. No?
Fact.
Yeah.
I think that hindered him from 3 battles because I don't think him and Surf ever happened either.
Surf will.
It can happen because that's gun title. That can happen.
I know, but
Surf is gun title.
Because
Check
he's
this
so
out.
close to Rock, it's like,
How does that work though? You have gun titles. You know what? And this is going to segue into something else that we're going to talk about with these two.
That's like Rum Nitty. He's Team Hami in 4th quarter.
True.
Yeah, that's true, but I'm kind of agreeing. I don't think we would see Av and Surf regardless that gun title
like mob ties.
game. I don't think it'll happen. That's just like, for instance, even though T-Top and Tay Rock been like talking a little bit of smack, it'll be weird to see like which side Briz is going to be standing on for that battle.
Well, that would be him and T-Top, or Av and T-Top. He was born. And not for nothing, I still feel to this day, my nigga, that was almost a setup because your ass should have been behind Cave, and it was the alley-oop in the moment that Top made when he said, Av, you stole Briz.
Yeah.
Because Briz is nowhere to be found. And any other battle, Briz is standing right there. So that shit, I was kind of mad about that. I ain't gonna act like I didn't feel away. But I'm just saying, he got to be behind Cave. He has to be behind Cave. But see, this is where the awkward moments come in because that's why Ryder ass looked the way he looked right now because of the fact that he had to pick a side. 1 minute you over here, you're Goonies, but you're Cave.
You chose wrong.
And you kind of the motherless child, and you looking like you just a tag along. So they
hey,
being the tag along.
Hey, you know he fucked up, right?
You chose the wrong dude.
Yeah, he know you fucked up, right?
Well, I mean, hey,
shit happens. It's the fabric.
Hey, it could have been that he may have wanted to be around. Well, they have more of a chemistry, meaning the Goonies and Ryder.
Yeah.
Okay, when you're done, I need to do a sidebar. I need to do a rant.
Oh, go ahead. Oh shit, go ahead.
Mojo, you ready to buckle up? You in the car?
Me?
Oh, you in the car?
Mojo don't know about the car. See, that was something we used to. Oh shit. That was something we used to do back in the day when we riding all together. So you got to ask Ray too, because Ray don't know about being in the car. You know what was the scene?
I'm in the car, man. Let's go. I'm in the car.
You in the car?
I'm in the car.
Yeah, you in the car.
I'm letting you know.
Are we going old school? Are we going old school? Hold on. We going old school?
We going old.
Hold on. We in the hold on. I'm in the car.
That sound like the old 72 Impala.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
Switches, my nigga, hit the switches.
Heavy dogs.
All right, Mojo, you in the car?
I've been.
Do you want a sponsorship before we start?
No, I'm good.
Okay, well, she in. Let's go.
All right, y'all, buckle up. When you bring to my attention this whole situation about people and these radio shows, and I just need to get out there. People need to start giving my sister a lot of credit for a lot of things that she started. Now, if y'all want to give me some time to get the floor, I'm gonna bring y'all back to AFM.
Okay.
Y'all give Tony Bro and all these people a lot of credit. Let's clear the air. I would have been the third member of AFM, but I had a lot going on in my life, and me and Caps really didn't see eye to eye too much. But he fucked with me. But there was just certain things that couldn't prevent me from being on that show. So, Tony was my backup. Let's be honest, Wayne. Am I lying?
She's not in the car.
I'm in the car.
She in the trunk. Tina Trump.
Okay, let's keep going
You are
forward.
not wrong, brother. You
People,
not dead ass.
people.
You're not wrong. You're not
Okay,
wrong.
so
You're not wrong.
let's start breaking this myth down.
I was reading
Everybody who was like the AFM was Snake Eyes, Posey, what's the white kid's name?
Jordan.
Jordan, right? Let's be honest. So I'm happy the brothers are doing their own thing, but let's break down.
Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan. Let's break down his narrative. Nobody liked nobody liked Polo and Tony Bro. Everybody loved Posey because it was a difference when everybody like Wing and people from the West Coast used to come on the show and represent the West Coast. But Posey was the first one to be from the West Coast who didn't share the West Coast. You feel me? And then we found out he wasn't. He was Danny Meyer cousin or some weird shit like that. So let's bring it down a little further.
Right.
Nico and Capo and all these people who have their own show now, they be stealing the formula, but don't want to thank my sis. They say what they want to say. They say how they the top blogger, but they don't say how they still watch how my sister moves. Like my whole thing is, you could go back to the game tapes 5 years ago, and this is the stuff that we was doing already. Y'all just watching what we already emulated. Y'all watching us. Y'all may not say it, but at least y'all can hit her privately and be like, you for giving me the platform. That's all you gotta say. But my whole thing is, you gotta stop disrespecting her and not say that she's top 5 debaters or she's not this, she's not that, when she's the one that started y'all career. She may not be there now, but you know where you started from. If it wasn't for her, AFM wouldn't be around. This is facts. We would still be in Chris Unbiased group, but we'd be in 750. It would be Jay Black or Chris Unbiased. It wouldn't be no Caps.
Well, no, he did have his Facebook group. He did, because remember, I can't.
Okay, he did have his Facebook group when he did, but certain things was emulated and pushed into play because you did that. He wouldn't have took off as fast as he did if it wasn't for you. The merchandise and all the other things, when the group took off and the moderating and all that stuff, that was on you. People don't remember that, but we do. So my whole thing is, when they on their radio shows and they talking about how they got it from the muscle, that was the muscle from the woman.
Oh my God!
Y'all forget that. Y'all came from her. The way y'all my whole thing is, the way y'all debate and attack things and analyze things and break it down, that's from her. That's from her lighting your ass up all them years on that show.
My ribs.
I'm just saying, like, my whole thing is, if it wasn't for AFM and certain people, was you connecting that bridge, they wouldn't be able to talk to some of these niggas. Now let's go into another situation. My whole thing is this. We was champion Av before he got to URL. We was champion all these little leagues. We was the reason why Spit That Heat was famous, because of Cat and us. We was champion VA in Detroit before it got popping. We was champion Atlanta. We was the one pushing Nestle and them. Y'all didn't care about them. Y'all didn't look their way. So my whole thing is, when we do the same thing now with these little leagues and we tell y'all these dudes is fire, and then y'all look on our page and y'all run over with it and y'all show it to their audience, it's like, oh, it was no, that was because of us. Y'all watch us. And the only reason why a lot of y'all platforms are so big is because y'all came with the controversy of bullshit. Only reason why black companies as big as they is because they turned their back on Cat. Let's keep it a buck.
Oh damn, Don DeMarco.
No, but Scott, this is what I think about it, is that wait, hold on. And I don't want none of them to talk gangster and all that, because we already proved that none of y'all is built like that.
Oh,
like,
it's only Sunday. Damn, Chick-fil-A ain't open.
It's the truth. My whole thing is that niggas don't like the truth. They don't like to hear it. But we got the footage and the evidence that proved that none of y'all are built like that. Niggas talk crazy, but I remember behind the scenes, I had to put out a couple fires. I'm not going to say the big name, but everybody knows who I'm close with and battle. I had to stop him a couple of times from running down on y'all. He saw y'all URL. But we know y'all not like that. Let's be honest. The only reason why Black Compass is famous is because it came off the controversy with Cal. Yes or no? Stop me when I'm lying.
I'm sipping my tea.
My
You
whole
keep
thing
going, bro. Talk your shit.
Our platform could have been crazy. We could have been on World Star News, like doing crazy numbers if Wayne would have just kept going what she was doing after she slammed, after her and Caps had that back and forth. But that's not what we about. We about battle rap. My whole thing is give credit where credit is due. But y'all don't want to do that. So my whole thing is now we got to start playing these games. Now, if I start really pulling some of y'all cards, not gonna humble yourself, but I can't because the team don't want me to do that because I'm gonna have to start knocking some of you niggas out of the event.
Yeah, it ain't even worth it, bro. It just kind of is what it is.
We want to be peaceful.
But I'm just saying because my whole thing is a lot of people be talking shit behind the scenes and in the inbox and acting like y'all so cool with them, but that shit'll get back to us in a heartbeat.
Well, ain't nothing secretive in battle rap too much.
But
Nothing is secretive in battle rap. Not a damn
give
thing.
credit what credit is due. My sister belongs on these platforms and deserve to get champion because you don't hear nothing about her. Y'all always say, "Oh, this is a new girl in battle rap." The next thing you know, she's sucking 40 dicks in the bathroom, and we push her by the wayside. My sister has been 100 from the door. She don't fuck with you niggas like that. She's here for one thing only. She likes battle rap. She likes balls, and that's it. She don't care about you niggas like that. So just give her respect. My whole thing is, you give your mother respect. She's your mother in this battle rap shit.
Oh my God!
Hey, let's get back to the. Come on.
Oh.
Hey, let's get back.
Can I say something real quick?
I'm just saying, like,
I mean, if Jay's done, like, I would like to say something real quick.
I'm not gonna be done. What I'm saying, just give her respect. That's all it is. A lot of y'all niggas started from the bottom, and now y'all self-proclaim at the top. But my whole thing is be humble. Because remember, you laid a lot of dirt down. A lot of people remember the fuck that you did. So, man.
God damn.
I'm done.
Go ahead, Ray. Jesus.
Okay, so this is what I would like to say. Now, like, I'm still fairly new to the media part of it. Like, I've been following battle rap. I'm going all the way back to Rap Olympics and Shells. Like, I don't know if y'all ever saw that tape.
Hell yeah.
But that's how far back I go. But
where my battle rap water at?
But like, Jay, you just gave me a history because when I started getting into like watching media, I knew about Chris Unbiased, but I didn't learn about Wing until like I think long after she probably had left AFM. And when I was listening to AFM, it was Cap's 3-letter man, and it was some other cat. I can't remember who that guy was.
Timbo?
Yeah, Timbo.
Oh, I hadn't left then. That was right. That was my start.
Right. Right, but it was like when it was episodes I listened to, like I didn't listen to all of them, so it was probably episodes I caught you was on, I probably didn't catch. But then by the time you left, then that's when they brought in Tony Bro, Posey, and so on, and I was still listening.
No, I was there that whole time.
I
brought Tony in. Yeah.
Again, I did not know. So hearing what Jay is saying, this is all brand new to me. Because only thing I know when I finally heard about who you were, it was like, you was supposed to have been in a relationship with Caps and y'all broke up. That's when I had heard who you was.
Right.
And then after that,
she was there from the jump, bro. She was there even before the show.
Yeah.
Oh, see, like again, I didn't know. So you put me up on game that I didn't know. And then of course, when AFM split up, I never knew why they split up. All I just knew is that they was just promoting Black Compass or whatever. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna rock with that and start listening to that. And then it was a few times like I had hit up Tony Bro or whatever via Twitter or whatever, and he was just giving me pointers on like getting into the media game because I was like, yo, man, I want to say something because I feel like my opinion may matter or whatever. And then I ended up seeing somebody that was popular. I was like, yo, this dude's kind of crazy, so I know my opinion will hold more weight than this guy. And then Tony Bro, he gave me some pointers. I reached out to Sun Guy gave me pointers, and then here I am. So for you, Jay, to give me the history lesson, I appreciate it because I did not know. I didn't know all of that stuff that
I'm
happened.
gonna tell you straight up and down. Wayne was there from the beginning, and I remember there was a couple shows. I don't know if it was Three Metal Man or Timbo. They couldn't do, so Wayne came on. The first time we heard Wayne, we was like, "Oh shit!" And then she knew what she was talking about.
Right.
So it's like after a while, we just wanted to hear her and Caps because her and Caps had a crazy dynamic.
That's what I was about to say. That's what I was actually about to say is I understand a lot of people felt like the breakup came when Tony and him split. No, the breakup came when me and him split because we were the dynamic. We were the Howard Stern and Robin of battle rap. That's what we were. And people have to understand too. See, where your frustration comes from is because of the deducing. So for people who are listening and going to listen to this show, understand there is no hatred. But a lot of y'all deduced me and Caps to me being his girlfriend. Understand what my position was because I was chosen. I never asked to be a part of anything that Caps was doing at the time because I actually was cool with Zilla from 100 Bars magazine. Anybody who's been in the game in this battle rap shit knows who Zilla is and what 100 Bars magazine was for battle rap at the time. That was my homeboy. Me and John Rhimes was homies. That was my nigga. I met Caps months after that and we were cool. When we began a friendship, I was a business marketing major at the time. So he wanted me to become an admin over his group or the main admin over his group. I kept leaving that bitch. I was one of the first 100 people in AFM. And I was in two smaller groups that you probably got kicked out by me. I'm sorry.
Because I got kicked out. I got kicked out because they were saying something about like if you don't have your actual picture up, then we're going to have to remove you. And at the time, I had like a lot of family members who wasn't living with me but was living out of state, and they was trying to see my progression in martial arts. So I had just my belt color as my picture just to let them know like this is the belt I'm at until the next round or when my next fight was coming up. And Caps was like, well, if you don't change your shit, you gotta go. I was like,
and I'm gonna tell you,
that's all right. I was like, I'll just leave, and I left the group, and then I got blocked.
Shy and Jay will tell you at that point in time we had to crack down. See, a lot of people don't understand the shit that like I stopped going to school because I put AFM on my back. And you know, I don't really trip. I don't want to make this all about that, but yeah. I feel like females in battle rap are deduced because of what these other bitches do. I am battle rap. And salute to Rain, Boss Chick Rain, salute to Hollywood Do, the bitches that I know, I don't mean to call y'all bitches, the bitches that I know, I said it again, females that I know, and it's a few others because there were a lot of girls back then. It's bras that's in this culture right now that I don't know what the fuck they trying to do, but they didn't even talk battle rap then. So it does disgust me when you see a lot of these other broads. I'm not showing no motherfucking skin. I mean, I don't need to. You can call me whatever you want to call me, overweight, whatever. Y'all motherfuckers see me out and about. Ain't shit overweight about me. But at the end of the day, I don't feel like I have to deduce myself to the shit that these broads do to be something in this shit because I've been here. I had a whole fucking movement on my back. That motherfucker became a functioning entity and the most revered in battle rap. And that was me. Yeah. And I told that nigga to be the face. So I get where everybody is saying. And like my brother is basically saying, it's no hatred towards Tony and them. We just are a loyal group of people. And certain things that occurred. See, a lot of niggas don't understand. Even after me and Caps broke up, we still lived together. So a lot of these phone conversations that these niggas was having, he always had his phone on speaker. So I heard a lot of you bitch ass niggas. But that's neither here nor there. I'm just saying, as females are going forward, and I think that's, like I said, a lot of people looked at it as, oh, it was just him and his girlfriend. No, you got to understand my money and my time and my brilliance went into this brand. And I think what my brother is saying, and this no disrespect to Caps, because this is just, unfortunately, that's something that I wish Caps always did say. Because this, I mean, there's receipts, but at the end of the day, he will tell you on a humble day that the brand was us and the other players could have been interchanged. And he didn't fuck with a lot of them. A lot of them I had to really barter to get them niggas in the door. And so I get where Jay is coming from, because a lot of the credit and a lot of the esteem comes from that. But I feel like, even if it, to be honest, Jay, I feel like even if it weren't them, it would be somebody else, because women in battle rap are not looked at as pillars in this shit. We just aren't. Unfortunately, we just aren't. We're looked over. We got to be dealing with somebody. We got to be doing this. We got to be doing that to get on. This is why I never teamed up with anybody else's teams, and I kind of stagnated myself, because I feel like I don't have to be. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I fucked with everybody, even Tony and them. I don't have no. I've been on Black Compass. You know what I mean? I fucked with everybody, and I did it then, and I'm gonna do it today. My people are going to feel the way that they feel, because they don't feel like they will give me the attaboys behind the scenes, but you never see them promoting anything that I do or that we do collectively in front. And that's fucked up, because that's where he's coming from, is y'all would have never been here had she not bartered for y'all, because he didn't mess with a lot of y'all. So I get it. But again, if everybody were the way that we were as 100, like Ray, I didn't know you, but I liked your blogs. You know what I mean? This show is more interactive about how you talk battle rap. I feel like, because we're all still on the come up, and even after 2 years of leaving AFM, we're still on the come up. And while we're on the come up, we're out here. We go to events. Mojo is at more events than I can be at. But at the end of the day, that's just the way my work schedule is set up.
Right.
But majority of the time, we out here. Whereas the top bloggers are not out here the way that they used to be, but we show love to everybody. We're in the South. We're at different places. I just like to have perspectives. We all do. That's what we do. It's an interactive show to have perspectives from everybody. And that's the part that media, instead of trying to beat each other to the top, use the platform to bring each other together. That's what networking is.
Y'all so, because like you said, to get to the top, what happens to the little man? What happened to us back in the league with only 300, 400 viewers? And we know these dudes be fire, and they just need an outlet, but y'all won't look at them no more.
Unless you had the interviews.
I guarantee one more connected with little leagues than they are. They out of touch.
Yeah,
you're so worried about the NBA, but you're not worried about the college leagues no more.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a fact. But you know what? Like I said, I didn't want to kill that, bro. I know you've been wanting to get that off your chest. So, ain't nobody tripping. It is what it is. Ray got a little more history, and I guess sometimes the purge needs to come out. But it is what it is. We're gonna keep pushing. Again, anybody who may hear this, you gotta understand, ain't nobody salty about shit, because I talk to some of these folks on a daily basis. It has nothing to do with that.
Like I said, I'm just speaking from what I see. Like, my whole thing is, y'all say, oh, Wayne, good job, this, that, and the third. You'll like it, but you won't share it. You'll say all the shit behind the scenes, but show your true face. Like, okay, share it. Do what you gotta do. You feel me? Don't pat my back behind the scenes and not do it on the front.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my whole thing is, I see you at an event, you want to go in the corner and shake my hand, but why you can't do that shit on stage in front of everybody?
Right.
What's the secret behind it? We're all media, right? We ain't got no personal beef. Why do shit behind the scenes? My whole thing is, if y'all knew the truth about a lot of these bloggers, y'all would be fucking amazed.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Well, again, it is what it is. It is what it is. Appreciate that part. But again,
yeah, man, I appreciate the open and honesty, Jay.
Yeah.
Somebody asked for me. I'm just being.
You know what? We are. This is the. Listen.
Y'all go
Not
past
on,
the call.
not
Call
on
time.
God's day. You know what? Y'all, we done been
Yeah,
petty today.
yeah.
Jay doing drive-bys. Oh God.
Listen,
Well,
Man,
I'm gonna say this. Look, I'm gonna say
he
this.
did
I'm
a
gonna keep
walk.
it.
That was a walk
How?
up. That wasn't even a
Yeah.
drive by. He got out the car. He walked up. He walked up.
I just say this. Anybody that knows me know what I'm saying is true. If it wasn't for Wing, I wouldn't be here. That's the God honest truth.
Facts. Facts.
Yeah, that's all I can say. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here.
She took
I
me
wouldn't.
under her
Yeah.
wing.
I would. I never would have thought myself being, doing, being more out front, doing what I'm doing now. I was more of being behind the scenes and helping her out with the marketing and getting, we was talking about doing the AFM vision, doing the visual, which everybody loved at that time, but it didn't work out. But we was working, man. That's all I can say. At
And
that
not for
time,
nothing. You know what? I'm gonna throw a jewel in there. Not for nothing. AFM would have been the first champion.
Ooh.
I
Check
wasn't gonna
snap
say
facts.
it, but
Check snap facts. Yeah, AFM would have been the first. Would have been the first champion. That around the time with the Gold Fund or whatever the case may be, everybody wanted to know, but Caps really wasn't hiding anything. He wasn't. It was just the fact that niggas is so nosy and everybody wants to beat you to the punch to do things. At that time, the way it was worded, there were certain things that was going on that people didn't need to know in the public because it could have been detrimental to the brand. The brand I have put a lot of money into. So from a business standpoint, everybody don't need to know what the fuck is going on when there's legal things that need to be put in place before. Right. And then we could have came together and said, hey, boom, 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 boom was done. And this is what it went to. But yeah, we were Tony had, I think, just moved to New York or something like that. At the time, he had just gotten the job out that way, but he was in a position where he could fly. This is when Caps was still in North Carolina, where he could fly to North Carolina. And I was coming to North Carolina most of the, like every few months. But being that I work solid weekends, like I'm permanent weekends and I'm off during the week, we were going to try to finagle something like that. And then, of course, when he moved to Memphis, Tony was going to do that. But yeah, we would have been the first champion. It was about to be set up for where we were trying to do that. How those plans got intercepted, I have no clue. But it is what it is. When Caps was going to move back to the East, him and Tony were actually going to go ahead and do that. But that was, we were supposed to be, we could have been the first champion, because that had been alongside of Angry Fans Vision. That's why, or Angry Fan Movement, whatever it was called, AFM Vision or whatever.
Vision, yeah, it was
AFM Vision. That was going to be the segue into that, and we were using Bullpen as the kind of like the crash test dummy, because that's when Bullpen had just came into play, and Caps really wasn't sure how that was going to work because AFM was so independent of being a part of any leagues or you know what I mean. And that was always Caps's thing. Right. We would be in jeopardy of being biased if we decided to contract with a URL or a King of the Dot or whatever. So using Bullpen, it was more so just kind of trying to make a plan where we can try to just be there as their media outlet to cover their events, but not necessarily contract with them. And the numbers came in for the few. I think I interviewed Calico, DNA, and then I got the whole DNA, John, and Clips had a whole, and that motherfucker did all of it.
It did great numbers.
That one did numbers. Yeah, after that, Cap saw what it was, and yeah, that's what we were supposed to do. But long story short, like I said, I don't want to kill the mood. Bro, I appreciate you. You know I do. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Nobody can stop my joy. We have everybody who comes and wows out with us, whether it be this new found situation or whether it was on Blog Talk. Battler, league owner, blogger, media head, has always loved our vibe. So you know what I mean. That's something I pride ourselves on. We know our shit.
Facts.
So with that said, let's get back into what we was talking about, because like I told y'all before we got here, I wanted to get into, as we were saying, with the groups or whatnot. Have y'all been watching these series of videos that Surf and Rock? You know, we love Surf.
I seen
We
some
really
of
do. I'm gonna
Oh,
need
hip
Surf
hop
to
is
just be quiet. I don't want Surf to talk no more. I'm gonna need him to be quiet because he's giving away too much sauce, in my opinion. You got Lux and Hollow out there with Mr. Miyagi, waxing on, waxing off, becoming one with nature. You feel me? Like these fools, they driving on the highway, singing songs and shit. Like they not even talking crazy like that. I'm afraid.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm afraid.
Mm.
We the angles in these divided up between Surf tried to use he gave them folks an angle that is going to be so crazy. Rock made mention of the fact that Av called him and wanted to be a 2-on-2 team, and he was like, "No, I would never go against gun titles and bloody 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 and da 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 da." And Surf is on the other side ad libbing. Yeah, and I'm not team tag teaming with nobody else and blah blah blah. Then you have skip to another interview where Surf is like, yeah, he pretty much says Rock was hot, and yeah, I dealt with the hot dudes. So you know what I mean? Where I'm losing relevancy, this man is on fire. Let me tag team with him. Let me get my relevance back. Let me intercept, or let me come and infiltrate your regime. We gonna make us gun titles over here. We gonna add niggas to gun titles over here, but we not gonna add them to Cave Gang. And wasn't this just an angle that DNA and Shine took, that gun titles took with NWX already? Or yeah, with Shine about Zip 'em Up and Dot Mob, and how basically he was jealous of him, and how he just kind of Zip him up. He just kind of went and made his own group outside of Dot Mob, and how disloyal he was.
Mm.
But in these interviews, you're letting Surf do this much talking, and you're speaking about how loyal you are to this man, but it's looking shaky, baby, because you're supposed to be just as loyal, because you're supposed to be the general of Cave.
Look.
I'm sorry. I did a whole Lux third
Look,
against Calico, but I'm sorry.
That might be his angle.
yeah. I most definitely like where you was going, because you was making some points. My only thing is this, either Hollow and Lux peeped it and they're going to use it come August 10th, or they probably gonna go a whole different other route. So I'm gonna tell you this, and a lot of people may disagree with me when I say this, but Lux and Hollow and Mook and Calico, because this is their first time everybody's seeing them, they're going to get that same gas that Surf and Rock got when they first teamed up versus NWX. I guarantee you, they're going to get that same gas, because everybody is excited to see what they're going to sound like together.
Well,
But check it out.
when I
Oh,
spoke
go ahead,
to
Mojo.
Mook,
Go
when
ahead.
I spoke to Mook last night, he thinks otherwise. He thinks he's not gonna get that type of gas. He thinks
Mm.
everybody has him as the underdog right now. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that's because he haven't he hasn't been the Murder Mook that we know. The Murder Mook.
Right. And his last showing was not the best showing. Right.
Yeah.
Neither was Calico's. Why? Yeah, when you think about it,
Agreed.
I mean, it was all right.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So
But
it's like,
but on
I
the
still
flip
think
side
they're
of
going
that,
to get that. I still think they probably going to get whatever bars go hit is going to get gassed or whatever. And I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a hot bar, but how people go faint for it, we going to
I
come back.
don't
Look, everybody going to come back on this show and going to be like, oh, the bar was good, but come
I
on.
don't feel that way with Lux and Hollow though, because I feel like we were talking about this off air. The general consensus was Bodied showed us that them niggas been practicing for a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So you think they
So,
had a heads up way in advance before everything was locked in?
Yeah.
but most
Yeah,
of
I'm
the
pretty
battles
sure.
are, yep,
I'm
most of
pretty
the battles
sure.
are locked in at least a year before, or at least they bring it to you. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you already they probably knew about this battle a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That's like right now I can picture Smack and Beasley right now have volume 5 already ready. The names that everybody agreed on who battling.
Oh, you
Like
know
they
they
probably
got
got all of that
everything.
already ready.
URL got the battles scheduled, I think, to the end of the year.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it don't surprise me that they probably approached Hollow and Lux about this maybe last year
Mm-hmm.
to do
I
this to
wouldn't be
do the
surprised.
2-on-2.
I would not be surprised. I like I said, I really feel like, and then seeing, of course, seeing now this Hollow and Lux, I ain't too worried about. I'm afraid for gun titles, but I ain't too worried about because I feel like they, to me, they are so strategic. They never do anything to me. They
Right.
never really do anything halfway halfway.
Right.
Now, we also heard, or I think you said, that Mook had been in Detroit for quite some time as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's cool. However, I was watching Briz and Calico this morning at work. I kind of was just trying to see where possibly some of the inconsistencies were. But then I had to remember they, what is it? Park Life. What is
Yeah.
it?
Dark Life.
They're already a tag team. They
Yeah.
battled Suge and Arsenal, and they did quite goddamn well.
Yeah, and they cleaned up Magic and Chilla Jones too.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to see because we were also having a discussion about Briz and if he is losing his steam on the main stage.
What was his last battle on the main stage?
Would it have been this most recent one? Because he been kind of sitting down for a little bit.
Because Loso was bullpen, so that wasn't the main stage.
Right. It was not a main stage.
And
Young Ill?
Oh, Young Ill. Yeah, Young Ill was his
That's what I
last
just
battle.
said. Yeah, would it have been the most recent one?
Yeah.
And that he was okay, but listen, I really feel like Ill had room to win that battle.
Yeah, Ill had room to win that battle. He did. He really did.
I feel like we were saying consistently he gives 3 rounds, but he in some battles, as I was watching, he did kind of, it's not that he lost steam, but the filler, it was a lot more filler or it was redundant. It's always what I'm doing to your mama, what I'm doing to your sister, your Aunt Becky, your Aunt Glenda. It's always that.
Yep,
It's
that's what
always
he did.
that.
Ill. He I think he did a bar. It sounded real familiar in his second and third about his mom doing something to the dude's mom.
Yeah.
Didn't he just say that already?
That's the point. That's the point. So it's just kind of like, okay, you and Aunt Gladys, how many times? Okay, y'all got a thing going on, but at the end of the day, bro, I need some bars. And then all of a sudden, he'll out of the blue with the machete at the top of your noodle
doing a circle around your head.
Right, right. And it's always boom, boom. That's what it always is. It's never anything outside of that.
Hmm.
So
You might be
I
on
was
to something.
thinking,
Yeah. But all right, y'all, I gotta drop this. I gotta go run some errands real quick.
yeah, and it is almost past my bedtime. But
Uh-oh. Uh-oh,
we
somebody got
blame you because you took up 30
oh
minutes of the damn show that we could have been talking about this and more
whatever.
extensive and more extensive. But you know what? We will be talking more and more and more as the time approaches. Hopefully, we'll have some more band information as well, because I need to get more information about this whole Reed and Twerk situation also, because allegedly Reed Dollars is ducking Twerk
Yeah,
for the declaration card.
That's what
Um,
I heard last night too.
yeah, I heard
right.
that. I heard that too. And I seen DME tweeted, "Yo, twerk, how does it feel? Stop ducking Danny." So
Well, I mean, here's the thing. What makes him think that he was ducked? Because not for nothing, nobody knew about this declaration card, and it had been being advertised like since for a month now. They changed the flyer like two or 3 weeks ago to Suge versus Reed. I tried to holler at Reed. Reed has been busy, busy. So I don't know. It's sometimes we want to believe in our minds that we're being done,
yeah,
and we probably aren't. So I don't know. To be honest, which is a better battle, Reed versus Suge or Reed versus Twerk?
Reed versus. Oh, go ahead,
They
Mojo.
should.
I like Suge better too.
I agree.
I like Suge better too. I feel like Reed versus Suge, that's gonna be a fire ass, like that. The turn up is gonna be crazy.
But not only that, but with twerk, it's like which twerk is showing up? Is it twerk with all rounds, or is he choking? With Suge, you about to get work.
That's a
So,
fact.
so yeah, I agree with y'all. I agree with y'all.
I mean, not for nothing, you can, or regardless, you are like Twerk is a star of today. Reed is a legend of yesterday. So at the end of, you know what I mean? I can understand where he may feel like, okay, I'm the hottest thing smoking. You want to battle me, but it's like you said, for some people, it's quality over quantity.
Yeah,
You're gonna get, you know what I mean? We know what kind of battle we're gonna get, like you said. You know what I mean? Reed, like when he got sent up there, you know what I mean? Up right in the upper room, right. When he got sent, he came back, he said, fuck all that, and he went dumb.
yeah.
Him and John was ridiculous. Him and Chess. You know what I mean? He really was not playing. I think him and DNA, I can't remember. I know he went to backpack Reed. Like that shit was crazy. Boy went in. Um, the fact that, I know this is with Twerk, but coming to his home, you know what I mean? The gas is crazy when Enes and them battle at home.
Yeah.
So I don't know that so I'm looking at those aspects. I don't necessarily know that is ducking him, because it's going to be a home game for him. And
Right.
then if you ever watch Crack Liberties, if it's still the same venue or whatever, I could see him with the hype, with Turk with the hype and the messing with his bars. But when Reed get into his that boy, I love him. When he gets into that shit he do, man, listen, it's different. It's different. I think it was him and Rosenberg Raw that they were in this room. Um, it was like a white room, and the way that the camera angles, it's like it's a long room. The way that the camera angle looks, and it's a very small stage, so they're right up on each other. Like Reed, there is no breathing room. Reed is on you. Reed is attacking you. I don't see him running from smoke. I just don't.
Right.
I just don't. So I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I might be wrong, but mm,
We shall see.
we shall see. We definitely shall see.
Yeah.
But like I said, we will. Marvin Quest. We're like I said, we'll do a follow-up show on Wednesday with Verbal Warzone. We'll probably have Marvin Quest and him on that show too. But also, we really got to get into this topic, so maybe we can do some homework now that y'all got to. We know what the topic is. Mojo, you came in late, but we got to really talk about who is set for this main stage. Who is not set for this main stage? Who really ain't about this main stage life? Who really ain't about this URL life? We got to start talking. We got to it's damn near August. We got to start chopping these fables for real. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, it ain't no more ass kissing. I feel like we're having very good battles. Some names that was dropped to me that should not be on the URL main stage was Danny, JC, Math Hoffa, Trez, Iron Solomon. Now, these are not my people. This is a conversation I was having, but I'm just throwing them out there. Let it marinate.
I'm gonna let that one marinate.
Let that marinate.
All right.
Ray, you was ready to shoot. You was
I'm gonna
ready
sit
to
on
shoot,
it.
Ray.
I'm gonna sit. I'm
You
gonna
was
sit
ready
on
to
it.
shoot.
I'm gonna sit on it.
Yeah, sit on it. Sit on it. You might. I was saving do a blog. Let's get the juices flowing. Tell them to meet back up with us on Monday. On Wednesday, and
Okay.
have this conversation. But yeah, those were some of the names that right now they feel like should not be on a URL main stage.
Okay.
Yeah. So we shall see. It has been real. I need to go. It's past my bedtime. I need to go take my second nap for work. And salute. It's always fun. Again, if you are tuning into the second half of this program, um, Hangouts will be leaving funky ass YouTube. They said August 1st. So I don't know what other programs or whatever for us to be able to go live collectively. But if anybody has any ideas, please leave a comment. Please DM one of us. Or I think you can leave messages on the YouTube channel too. So or like emails or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, but definitely let me know because I have no clue. And I like this forum. I would like to stay with this instead of going back to Blog Talk. I would definitely like to stay here where we keep the visuals going. But yeah, let us know. We have until August 1st.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
right around the corner.
that is right around the damn corner. At first, they was just saying at the end of the year. Now they're saying that they've confirmed. I got a little note in the corner that they're confirming that they will no longer be using Hangouts effective August 1st.
Yeah, I got that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So, I mean, you can still stream, I guess. You can still just regular stream, but yeah, I guess with Hangouts, it's because if you in your beta, it has a streaming live and then um it has the events. So I
Yeah.
don't know with the streaming live if it allows you to add anybody else. I haven't even tried it. I might try it and see if it does the same thing and
Yeah.
it doesn't send you live right then and there and it actually gives you a minute to do whatever, but we shall see. But yeah, salute. I had to stretch, y'all. I'm sorry. I was thinking this couch is so comfortable. It's like you just kind of melt into the couch. So I had to get up. But anyway, yeah, so it's been real, y'all, as always. And salute. We'll be
Hey,
back next week.
All right. Y'all have a good one.
Yes. And check out them interviews from Mojo.
Oh yeah. Make sure y'all check out Trufo from Chicago, Killer B, Piranha, all those guys from the Midwest, those guys did their thing at the PGs. They were super fire, so they're coming up. They're doing a Midwest movement. So make sure y'all check those boys out.
That's the new Midwest movement, is what
Yes,
that is.
the
Fact.
new Midwest movement.
The new Midwest movement. Yeah, Thursday too, if you're available. We need to you do a recap because you saw the whole event for the PGs, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we definitely gotta have you recap that too, because I heard they were dynamic out there. I heard them niggas cut up.
Yes.
Well, that is what up, my sister. I will holler at you later.
All right.
All right.